Hi there folks, I'm Gene of RPG, and welcome back to more MS Saga, A New Dawn. Last time, we took on Fort, I think it was Arid, the one that's near Eldar Somnia. I know the first one is Verde, and I know the one that we're going to next is Taiga. But, I can't remember the names of the rest. But as I mentioned, we took on that fort, we fought Major Resner, Li Fong beat the living shit out of her. Ah, it was beautiful. Li Fong's one of my favorite teammates because she's just so good at what she does. And as I said, we're going to continue to take on the forts. And the next one that I recommend going after is Taiga. Yes, Fort Taiga. Over here. Everyone, look, it's Vargas's Ga. It's approaching from the east. Yep, that sure was. Huh? He flew right by! Maybe he didn't see us? Sorry, everyone. I kind of overshot you. Vargas, did you get the Zeta Gundam? You know, we've been to Diggins Rock like twice in the time it took you to get it. Yeah, I have it right here. Since I already missed you, I'll drop it off at Marie's cabin. See you soon. I'll be waiting at Marie's cabin. Go to Marie's cabin, is what the game's trying to tell you. What is it with that man? We're about to attack a fort and he wants us to retreat? You said it. His timing stinks. But it should be easier for us with the Zeta Gundam. You're right. We don't know what we'll run into next. Let's go get that mobile suit. And the game forces us back to Marie's place. Tristan and his friends returned to Marie's cabin, where they obtained the Zeta Gundam. It was just as Gavinger had wanted it. There's the Ga. It looks like he's already here. I can hardly wait. Come on, let's hurry. Whoa! Is that the Zeta Gundam? Hahaha! Surprised? Of course I'm surprised. We just might be able to defeat the Neo-Zarth with this thing. Tisk, tisk. Cross out might. You mean we will defeat the Neo-Zarth. So many people helped us get this baby. We have an obligation to kick some serious Neo-Zarth butt now. You're right, Vargas. When you're right, you're right. We're gonna destroy the Neo-Zarth. Haha, now that's more like it. Revenge! Alright then. Time I got back in on the action. Your pathetic skills are not needed. Yeah, Li Fong, I think, has enough swagger to say that, because, seriously, she outdamages Vargas so much. You can wait here until it's all over. Lee, darling, baby, what a pleasant surprise. You came all this way just to see me. I'm touched. Have you even listened to a word I've spoken? I never said I came to see you. Haha, I see you're still as shy as ever. You really ought to be more honest about how you feel. Hello, Vargas. You definitely need some work on those ears of yours. Can't you see that Lee hates you? Now, there's no need to get jealous. I haven't forgotten about you either. Hey, Tristan, I'm with Lee. Let's just leave this idiot behind. But I think we need his... But nothing. We've already wasted enough time on him. She's right. We should leave him behind. Huh? Wait! Are you really planning on leaving me here? Ha, gotcha. Of course. Well, we were just pulling your leg. After all, we need all the help we can get. On the other hand, though, the more of us there are, the easier it is for the enemy to spot us moving around. Okay, there's a lot of problems with this logic that they're about to throw out. The real reason is because they don't want you to have more than 6 people in your team at one time. Yeah. However, the logic they're going to use here is that having more than 6 means it's going to be easier for enemies to spot us. The thing is, we're flying around in a giant purple airplane. I'm just saying, we're flying around in a giant purple airplane. I don't think that matters. But yeah, they're all saying that Tristan, rather, gets to decide who gets to come with us. Because no matter what, someone has to stay behind. Unfortunately, it's not quite as straightforward as all that, as you guys will see. But let's go to Marie's. Oh, it's so beautiful. The Zeta Gundam's one of my favorite Gundams ever. I actually really love it. You guys will see in a second, though. Let's go and talk to Marie. There you are, Tristan. Marie said she doesn't mind. Really? You don't mind? Well, having another person here might bog down my research, but for you, Tristan, I'll do it. Thanks. I think Marie's got a thing for Tristan. I'm just saying. But are you sure it's not too much trouble? Of course not. I want to help in whatever way I can. Just ask me when you want to switch your party members. I'll also modify your G-System network so you can switch members with it too. That way, you'll be able to switch members at safe points in combat zones. I'll also take care of mobile suit changes, upgrades, and maintenance. Oh, thank goodness. Marie's cabin has just become one of my favorite hubs in the game. In fact, we're going to be here even more than we have been lately. Okay, so. Like she mentioned, she'll let us change party members here or at a save point. Here's the rub. You always have to, at least during the main game, because there is a post game to this game, and I'll go to get into that when we beat the game. But during the main game, you always have to have Tristan, Fritz, Tremi, and Aeon in your party. Always. You cannot have them out, which really means you only have 2 extra slots for party members. Now, so this is kind of the rub. They stay in their mobile suits. Like, no matter what. See, Vargas is still in the Hyakushiki, and Basile's still in the Rick Diaz. No matter what we do, they're going to stay in their mobile suits. We're going to go ahead and pull the Hyakushiki out for a moment, because they were joking about leaving Vargas, but I don't want Vargas in our party at this point. He doesn't have what we need. So we're gonna actually this is gonna sound dumb. We're gonna strip Vargas down and take his equipment off. And then we're gonna put Basile back in the party. Because Basile is too good for us to not use right now, in my opinion. He's part of our shoot-all strategy. And I think Li Feng's already proven she's worth way more than Vargas. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a gander at the Zeta Gundam that they automatically put Tristan in. Tristan's not going to be staying in it. As you can see, the Zeta Gundam, pretty freaking good. 1000 HP, 170 melee, 170 range, 167 defense, and 267 speed. Also comes with the Zeta Booster, which is an amazing option part. And it has the Biosensor, which is a not so great option part that I'll get into in a moment. Has grenade arms, which makes it sound like the arms are explosive, and I guess that's kind of true. But really what it means is that it has rocket-propelled grenades in its arms. And so its arms have built-in ranged weapons. It comes with the Zeta Gundam rifle. It comes with the Zeta Gundam Saber. And it comes with the Zeta Gundam shield. This mobile suit is incredible. Especially at this point, very, very nice. Especially since they give it to us for free. Here's the thing. It is the epitome of balance at this point. Everybody can utilize the Zeta Gundam effectively. But as you've noticed with most of our teammates, most characters are not really balanced well enough to where they can take advantage of everything that the Zeta Gundam has to offer. The exception to this, in my opinion, being Tremi. considering her melee, her range, and her speed are all almost identical. Well, I say almost identical, but I mean really close together. So we're going to be putting Tremi in the Zeta Gundam. And Tristan's got to go back into the Sand Rock. So I'm going to fiddle around with the mobile suits, and I'll elaborate in the meantime, because I'm going to be doing that off screen. I'm going to elaborate on the option parts that can come with the Zeta Gundam. So the Zeta Booster. The Zeta Booster is amazing. It is a slightly worse version of the double booster that I want to make. It adds 20 to melee, 20 to range, 60 to speed, 200 to HP, and 2 to energy, to starting energy. It's a phenomenal option part. Really good. It's similar, actually, to the Bawoo's Power Booster, only better. The Power Booster is 10, 10, 20, and 100. Whereas the Zeta Booster is 20, 20, 60, and 200. So, yeah, it's a really good option part. We're also going to put the Sensor +3 onto Fritz. Give him a little more range to him. Anyway, this is a really good option part, and it's going to be staying on the Zeta Gundam for the time being. The Biosensor is a special option part. It increases the pilot's mind and reflex stats by 10%. Which isn't as good as it sounds. I think I covered this with the Saikamu system we could have gotten. But to use Tristan as an example, he has 88 in his reflexes. So it would probably round it up to 9. Which means in battle, his reflex stat would be a 97 instead of an 88. And his mind stat would probably be rounded up to 15. His mind stat would be like 161 instead of 146. And that takes up a whole option part, and it's really not worth it, in my opinion. Alright, guys, so as I mentioned, I'm putting Tremi into the Zeta Gundam because I think she can take the most advantage of it right now. And Zeta Gundam's going to be the first mobile suit we actually pay to upgrade, though we're not going to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and look at the other things that it came with. The Zeta Gundam Saber is one of the more powerful beam sabers, also one of the more compact beam sabers for how powerful it is. 180 attack power. It is even stronger than the Heat Shotel or the Heat Naginata that I've been using, which is good. The Zeta Gundam shield, little bit too big in my opinion, but it does add 52 to defense, which is phenomenal, and only takes away 3 from speed, so it's pretty darn good. The Zeta Gundam rifle is only slightly more powerful than the Gundam 2 rifle, but it only takes 1 energy to use. So it's pretty darn good too. A lot of really good stuff comes with the Zeta Gundam, and that makes me rather pleased. Like I said, though, we're going to be upgrading the Zeta Gundam, just not yet. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Zeta Gundam, like I said, is one of my favorite mobile suits. The Sensor +3. Real quick, because I realized I didn't talk about that. We got it from the fight with Major Resner, who is currently unconscious in the other room. It adds 30 to the range stat. It's a very nice beefy boost to the range stat, so I'm quite pleased by that. Anywho, with that, I think we're all set. Let's go take on the third fort. Why not? Like we were going to at the start of the part. And I realize this part might go a little long, but I don't care. We're going to finish up that fort this time. Alright, so let's go ahead and take on Fort Taiga. Taiga!
Come all this way to die, have you?
I know that voice, Colonel Actor. The one and only. I'm honored you remember me. You coward, you won't get away this time. Mind your manners, boy. There's no need to be rude. Please, do come in. I'll entertain you personally. Alright, well, you heard him. Let's go in. It's not like this is gonna be a trap or anything, right? But here we go. Let's test... Oh, gosh. Death shields. Let's go ahead and test out the Zeta Gundam. So, the Zeta Gundam, as you can see, first off, has a frick ton of weapons on it. Because it's got a head Vulcan, grenade arms, and 2 firearms, as well as the shoulder-mounted Shining Vulcan. It's pretty set up. Oh, I love it. But otherwise, our strategy remains the exact same. We're going to just spam shoot all with our powerful weapons on the other characters. But now Tremy can outrun people. Well, I mean, she could before, but the Gundam Mark II is not exactly a fast mobile suit, so... The Death Shield is very similar to the Defender enemies back in the Dark Alliance Mountain Base, if you will recall. They're really obnoxious enemies. That said, I think we might be strong enough that we don't have to worry about it too much, which we also have ways of dealing with them, so I still wouldn't worry too much about them. I am glad Tremy got a critical hit, though, because, I hate those enemies. They're such pace killers. The other enemies are, well, a little more reliable than the Death Vulcans and whatnot. The Death Gatlings have arm-mounted machine... Or, I'm sorry, I think they're Death Cannons? I forget which is which. They're probably the Gatlings. They have arm-mounted machine guns, whereas the other ones have the really powerful shoulder-mounted machine guns. The enemies here are definitely tougher than the first 2 forts, even though we didn't really get to see that. But we'll see. Maybe we can still take them down in one go. I doubt it. Oh no, we totally did. Ha-ha! Alright. Oh, goody. Okay, we're gonna actually use Speed Lancer now, which luckily Tremy can kick out a Speed Lancer turn 1 in the Zeta Gundam with the Zeta Booster. Hopefully that will allow us to do enough damage before the stupid thing defends, because that's what it's about to do. Which means it'll probably survive the shoot all. Oh no, we didn't hurt it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well. That's okay. Like I said, we have ways of dealing with it, so... Oh, we did not kill them all. Okay. Why is that one punching? Okay. That's weird. Alright, let's go with a napalm bomb, and we're gonna do a double high bomber. And that'll probably take them down. But yeah, as you can see, the enemies here are slightly tougher than the previous forts. Not terrible, but slightly. Let's go ahead and deal with you. Okay. since I already know Tremi doesn't quite do enough damage yet to meet the threshold to damage the death shields, let's instead prioritize her attacking one of the Gatling or cannons, so that way we know at least one of them is going to die. Alright, Bosley's inflicted with overheat, but that doesn't matter. Because he's going to use High Bomber. I'm going to be pissed if it uses that. I hate these enemies so much. Okay. We're going to Lightning Lancer the damn thing. Ha! Take that 47. Jeez. They're such obnoxious enemies. Alright. It's not even worth it to actually attack them this turn because they're going to both double shield. I hate these things so fucking much. Alright, Lee Fong, get out here. Use your Senko Ken on the one on the right. We're going with a Mega Fire. And I guess a Double Arms. Here's the annoying thing. They are Death Army mobile suits, and so when I can't do more than 100 damage to them, they're healing everything I've already done. And it's obnoxious. I hate these enemies so much. See? They're gonna keep healing. Alright. We're killing them this turn. I'm getting so sick of this. We're gonna do it with a funnel. We're also going to go with High Bomber and High Bomber. Neither of them are using boost attacks. They're just defending. I think we're good to do this. Well, one of them's going to charge, I guess. Thank goodness. And that leaves Funnel concentrated on the one enemy. I hate those things so much. Jeez. Alright, we got a couple more fights. At this point, I'm going to go back to the save point and heal. See you guys in a second. Alright, let's take care of the last two fights, and then we can take over this fort. Okay, here's what we're doing this time around. We are going to use Funnel right off the bat, while these two use Shoot All, because they will outrun Aeon, which will mean that I already know they can kill the Gatlings in one go, unless things go horribly wrong, which it probably will. Which will mean the entire funnel damage will be concentrated on the one enemy. Because I'm so tired of fighting those things at this point. That should kill it. Alright, which just leaves the one more fight. Thank goodness. Watch it be nothing but those enemies. Nope, just one. But it's the same shtick as last time, so... I mean, yeah, there's more of them, but that doesn't matter. We go with the double shoot-all, and then end off with a funnel. I don't know, because this one's defending. I don't know if the one funnel will be enough to kill it, but it'll get it close enough. Good. But there we go. I believe that is all the all the regular encounters in this place. So let's get out of here.
Trying to flee, are we? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't allow that. You see, this is where you all die!
Tristan, behind you!
Boo!
Why, you little... You were waiting for us to wear ourselves out all along.
So what if I was? That's called strategy, boy, not cowardice.
Come on, be a man. Or are you too chicken to face us in the... Well, we're in the open now.
Silence! I grow tired of you, boy. War has nothing to do with honor, or pride, or being a man. The only thing that matters is winning. So you want to fight me, eh? Very well, I'll grant you your wish. You won't live long enough to regret your stupid decision.
He's gone ballistic. What's happening? He doesn't seem that different. Calm down, Fritz. This isn't the time to lose your cool.
Not so tough now, are you? After my Grand Gundam and I are through with you, you'll just be one big pile of smoking scrap metal.
I'm enjoying that way too much. Alright, but here we go. Colonel Actor and his Grand Gundam. Let's go ahead and... We're going to actually get Fritz out of here at this point. He's not going to help us a whole lot. The Grand Gundam is definitely, I'd say, more dangerous than the... Oh gosh, I almost forgot its name. Than the Ultron Gundam. Or, Ultron Gundam. That's the completely wrong one. The Walter Gundam. That we fought in Fort... Whatever the last fort was. It's definitely more dangerous. Mainly because... Well, it can do group attacks. It's the first enemy we're fighting here in these forts, as far as bosses go, that can target more than one enemy at a time. So what we're going to do is, well, the same strategy as usual. As per usual. We used Armor All. We're going to System Hack this turn. We're going to actually have Li Fong hop on out now. And I want her to defend. And Tremi is going to use Power Up on her right now. There's the System Hack. Very nice. It's about to use a technique, but that's not really anything to worry about. Let's go ahead and use Funnel. I want Li Fong to once again actually, it's going to use a technique. We're going to have her charge. And then I want to use Speed All on everybody. With that, Tremi is about as buffed as she's going to get. And Li Fong is pretty much set.
Defense Jammer!
I wouldn't worry about that too much. Alright, at this point, let's get Tristan out. And why don't we have him use Counter Zone? Because I think this is a melee attack. Emphasis on think. I could be wrong. You never know. I might be wrong. And then we're going to have Tremy. Tremy's going to go ahead and power up Tristan. So, Colonel Actor here does have a group attack. And it's basically just shoot all. Boom! Love it. Grand Press! Gosh, it really is Donkey Kong. But it's not that bad of a boost attack. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's switch Fritz in at this point. We'll have Fritz hop in. And he's not ready to attack yet, but we can have him use Armor Up on Tristan. Tremy is still not quite ready, but that's okay. She can power up Fritz in the meantime.
Ah, there it is. Grand Cannon.
Which is, like I said, basically just shoot all. Chaff Field will actually stop that attack. Yes, it will stop it. We're going to have... Actually, I don't think we even need to keep Tristan out here. Let's switch in Bosley at this point. And Bosley's going to use Gatling Body, even though he's not buffed, but that's okay. And we're going to go for Gatling Fire. This is a Gatling time. We're going to Gatling the crap out of this thing. Very nice. Not quite as good, but still nice. This one's not going to hit nearly as hard. Yeah.
Grand Cannon.
Which, as you can tell, doesn't really hurt that bad.
This grows most tiresome. Why do you insist on standing in my way? I'm through playing games with you. Prepare to die!
I enjoy his voice a little too much. Let's go ahead and have Li Fong hop out, because with one charge, she's ready to attack. Charge. We switch at this point to, let's have Aeon hop out so she can kick out a... Oh, excuse me. So she can kick out a funnel. And Tristan can hop out so he can use Repair. Well, no, he doesn't really need to use Repair all, does he? So he can defend. Because, once again, he's going to be our counter zoner.
Overcharge!
Which, I've already explained what that does, but in case you've forgotten, it makes it... It doubles that enemy's maximum energy. And so, yeah, it's going to start spamming boost attacks, but Tristan's going to go ahead and counter zone. Mainly because I think this is when it's going to use, I think it's called Grand Spark. Ah, no crit. But still 1,000 damage for a regular hit. That's not too bad. And with that, we didn't even get to see it do its good attack. The Grand Gundam is defeated. It's a bit of a tough call as to whether or not that's tougher than the Walter Gundam. I think the Walter Gundam's easier because it can't... Odds are you're not going to lose to it because it can only target one enemy. Anyway, from that we got extra armor and an armor upgrade kit. Very nice things, and the armor upgrade kit we'll be using soonish because we're going to be upgrading the Zeta Gundam soon.
How? How could a bunch of kids like you defeat me. I'm a colonel in the Eisengrad army.
Woo, we finally beat him. How did that guy get so strong? Well, I mean, it's a miracle we managed to beat. Okay, Fritz. That's an exaggeration. You okay, Fritz? Oh, yeah. I'm just a little shook up. But I'm not gonna run off like before. I'm sticking with you till the end. Thanks. I'm really going to need you. Fritz is one of the best characters. You can count on me. Come on, let's move on. There's nothing left to do here. Indeed, Fritz is right. There is nothing left for us to do here because we've cleared out this fort. Yay! I don't know. Anyway, next time on MS Saga, A New Dawn, we're going to start the upgrade process for the Zeta Gundam, and we're actually not going to take on the last fort just yet. But we're going to do some other stuff instead. I'm Gene of RPG, and I'll see you guys then. Whatever.